There's also something I will tell you here, but maybe when we're out of here, that is happening inside prison that we never believe that is happening in this world. And it's only if you go to prison that you know this. People who have been to prison also guided me and told what to do immediately. Most of them will think they're empowered. They're not empowered too.
They are the corridor.
They're not even in corridor. They are far from power. People I rate, they are not worth rating. Those men don't value all the way you value them, the way we value them and die for them. And I want the youth to know that these men will not be the person to help them out. So my advice to the youth is that as soon as you come in, you work for yourself, don't work for them. Immediately I entered the gate, I saw myself. They said I should sit down on the ground. I sat down. They brought scissors and cut off my dread. I was having dreadlocks. They cut it off immediately. I said, okay, with scissors. So I filled a form, registration and everything. I said, no problem. So before my people left, I made that they should work the authority, that I need a private apartment. I've heard of prison that's how prison is being congested, which I don't like congested area. Maybe how a room where people are so much, they arrange with the authorities. They said that it's okay, they'll put me in a private apartment. And they left around 5:30. They said, okay, that day we are like 8 that came in, newcomers. They call it, how do they call it? Newcomers, yeah. So they moved us. So they were sharing us, maybe they have up to 100 cells in that Enugu prison. They were sharing 3 per this room, 3 to the other room. So when we got to my own room, the hall, they call it ward by ward. I will not mention a particular word so people will not go and verify what is happening there. So I entered, I saw a lot of people, more than 100 people in one room. I said, no, officer, this is not what I will arrange for. They arranged for me for in a private room inside this room, and I said I will foot the bill. He said, no, there's a counter order. They want to monitor you. You have to be in a public space. They moved me inside. So he took me, the warder took me to the 001 of inside cell. That particular cell. Took me there, called the guy by his name, say, officer, I beg, take care of this guy. Give him bed. Don't allow him to sit on the ground or where that could. They say they should give him. He's a figure in the state, and they monitor him. Just that one, he should not touch any phone. Nobody should give him phone. If you want to make call, he go to welfare and make call. I said, the guy said, hey, now wow, how can I give this guy newcomer bed? What will happen is he will stay in a place called on corridor. That's on the ground for a night, so that he feel that he come to prison. Now if you give him bed immediately, he will not feel like.
He will not feel like.
So that night he gave me that. I sat on the ground with other friends. So the next morning around 6 o'clock, they prepared a bed for me, bunks. Then I climbed up. So the next morning they called me around 8 o'clock. People started trooping inside prison. The first day, that was on Wednesday. That first day, I'm sure I got up to 50 visitors. People were just asking, who is this guy inside that room? We're up to 196 in that room. 196 inmates inside that room, inside that particular room. So I was just going out, visitors, visiting. People started asking, who is this particular person? So I was just hiding. Nobody knew me in that particular cell. But prisoners, most of them are very intelligent because they know what is happening outside world.
Yes.
But we cannot know what is happening inside. 2 days later, some people knew who I am actually. I started calling me, started discovering. I was just hiding every story that nothing happened. It's just a minor issue. And I was just counting days. Maybe I came on Monday, Tuesday. I was just counting days. Maybe highest 5 days I will live here. Not knowing I will stop to 50 days. So from there, people were just coming and going, coming and going. Were intervening, calls everywhere. So so 1 week later, I still made the authorities. I want to change cell. I don't like to say. The man asked me, is there anything wrong with that? I said, no. Just I don't like the crowd. It's too crowded. I said, okay, I'll change it. So the next week, he changed me to a better cell that was less populated. Just like 15 people inside the cell with a big space in it. From there, that was where I stated I came out.
Of course, the inside world is usually not friendly. Of course,
Not friendly.
I wouldn't want to go deep. But then, before then, how would you assess the service inside the correctional center?
Well, I may not say everything here on me. The reason is this. That's the thing I may say. It will affect the DCP of the prison, even the O1.
Okay.
There's something you will not say because even things I will not say here, he's not my friend. I will still go out. Tomorrow is his birthday, which I will still go and see him. Things that they should be correcting. A lot of things are wrong inside that prison, which I don't want to say it. And then generally, prisoners are not treated the way they should be treated, even though most of them are criminals too. It's just true that the government is dealing with, but 80% of inmates did what brought them there. But not because they did what brought them there, the government should not be treating them bad also. Those things I will not say immediately. I will tell the DCP and the prisoners in charge, the warders, see what they should be correcting, because I observed it myself.
Okay, are you saying that the DCP is not living up to his duty expectation?
Yeah, I think it's not his work alone. It's the general work of maybe Nigerian corrections. But I'm referring to DCP as because he's the OO1
Yes, exactly.
of that particular
Yes.
prison. But I think it's a general stuff in every prison. He's not to be blamed. And whatever I want to make sure that should be corrected in that prison.
Is it your choice to request for private apartment, or is it just maybe as a result of people backing up?
I think it's a choice. One, it's a choice. And I think people who have been to prison also guided me and told what to do immediately. There is some special treatment for some people, and there's a treatment for some people. So they don't have equal right in prison. Some animals are greater than those inside prison. So some people are being given some preferential treatment more than others. So I feel I was privileged, maybe with my contact and relationship. That's why I was given that preferential treatment.
Okay, so the preferential treatment, does it depend on your offense or who you know?
Like who you know. Let me just be blunt. Who you know.
Do you think your arrest was unjust?
Yeah. My arrest is not worth it. They should have arrested me for a better thing. Even the SSG as a person that made the petition against me, at a stage I was thinking, I don't think it's the SSG. I was suspecting even the state government, including the governor himself, because they were seeing me at a stage not being a pro-government or pro-Pitamba to me. But then, so, and the case that made me stay in 50 days is not worth it. So I don't see reason I should be incarcerated for 50 days for posting such thing. So I'm seeing it as unjust, even though the case is still in court. But I know at the end of the day we will see settle. But my post is political.
It's politically motivated.
It's politically motivated.
And then maybe because people allege that your case was not just all about what you wrote that particular post, but maybe because of other petitions, maybe other people coming to say and deal with him. That's how he has been doing. Do you think it's just for that post alone, or do you think other people contributed to the whole thing? Like maybe making it okay. Don't release this guy. I have interest. Don't release, top government official who you may have one way or the other offended. Do you think?
I don't know, because even if I've offended you anywhere, you can also bring a fresh petition and add to that one, or bring your own petition and add to that one. So I don't see going back and say he did this and did it, or detain him. He has done this. Where is the own petition? All my 50 days in prison, only one petition I saw from SSG, and that was cyber talking. I didn't see another petition. Nobody brought it up. Nobody supported his own petition by backing it up. So I didn't see anyone.
Okay. Did you have any encounter with the SSG in person while you were there?
No.
He never came.
Never came. But I had a counter with some government officials.
Okay. Some people were alleging that you pleaded as against your wish not to beg. That you pleaded and that was why you were granted bail.
It was not so. But people who came, who knew SSG, I was meeting government officials in prison. They were coming for me, negotiating that I was stayed. Why not make this? Let us make amend with the SSG. I said okay. They will be on top of the situation until I come out. So on the 3rd of March, I was supposed to come out. That was the day I filed a motion bail at Federal High Court. That same day, the same government that people are pleading for, that says when I come out, we'll go and meet this and dissolve everything, went to brought a fresh charges at the same Federal High Court. That was the day they filed their own charges before they filed it at Magistrate Court. And Magistrate Court don't have jurisdiction in my case. It's only Federal High Court. The day I was supposed to be granted bail, the day they filed a fresh case on the 3rd of March.
So you were moved to another court?
I moved to then the judge said they cannot grant me bail until he goes through the charges they filed. So it was changed to another date. So if they wanted to grant me bail, they should allow me to go that day and maybe free me. Even on the 18th that I was finally granted bail. No, on the I was granted bail. Okay, on the 18th it's that same day that the judge granted me bail, they still filed a fresh that I should not be granted bail. But the judge asked them one question: is it not a bailable offense? The government procurator said it's bailable offense. He said, then why don't you want me to grant you bail? He said, blah, 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 paragraph 8 said this one, that if he grants you bail, he will jump, he will run away. The judge said, no, it's not enough reason not to grant him bail. After all, they said he's the one. Police invited him on Saturday. He told police he'll come on Monday, and he went to the police on Monday to report himself. Why didn't he run away? And that's how the judge granted me bail.
Still on that, why are you regretting why you went to report yourself? Do you have any regrets over that?
No, I don't have. If I would stay 7 days and come out, I wouldn't have learnt a lot also. Because that 50 days I stayed, I learnt a lot of things, including friends, how friends behaves, betrayal, how people. In fact, I learned a lot in that 50 days. A lot of friends. Within that 50 days, I lost a lot of friends because I was inside. And people were even placing bets on my head that I will not come out in 2031 or after 2027.
After election.
After election. How I came out, it surprised many people.
All right.
So I'm not regretting it.
Do you have intention of changing your pattern of blogging?
Well, I don't even have a pattern of blogging. As far as I want to blog, I'll just blog and go. But whatever I learned from this 50 days incarceration, I will change my method of. But that doesn't mean I will not criticize. If I want to criticize, or if I want to be blunt, I will not be blunt. But I will change some things.
What are those things you think you should change?
I will not tell you yet. But when I
no. But why don't it's people are waiting to hear. Some people were even surprised that you started writing immediately. You came out after the Thanksgiving. You started writing again.
Yeah.
So I mean, people are eager to know what is the change, because if you stayed 50 days inside without any impact towards your blogging career and all that, I mean, do you think it's worth it?
I said, there's a lot of changes I'm putting in place, but as time goes on, you also observe it.
So like what you are being accused of just writing against, because it's an accusation, allegedly, that you write without verification, or you change the story to suit you, especially when the person is not paying you. I mean, so you are saying you have to stop writing against people.
No, I can't stop writing against people. You must fight against people. You must fight against all those criminals, politicians. You must. You must not have bad governance. You must not have bad things in the society. So I can't stop writing against people.
But you're saying you won't write without verification, as you used to do, as you allegedly used to do.
Even the one I wrote that took me to 50 days prison, it was because I quoted him out of context. Not that he didn't say it somehow, but according to him, I quoted him out of context. It still happened, but then I still take the blame because I quoted him out of context.
Are you regretting that that post?
I'm not. If not that post, how will I be in prison?
So you're happy that you went to prison?
Yeah, I'm happy. I learned a lot.
Like 50 good days, yes. You're happy?
Over happy. As a person,
would you want to experience inside world again?
No. Okay, I want to experience it if I didn't do anything.
If you didn't do anything, were you there because you didn't do anything?
I didn't. That is not worth it. My feelings is not worth it.
But you did something.
I did something according to them.
So, since you did something and you were taken in for doing something, I mean, don't you think there should be a remorseful part of you?
No, I'm not regretting going to prison. If I don't go to that prison, there's also something I will tell you here, but maybe when we're out of here, that is happening inside prison that we never believe that is happening in this world. And it's only if you go to prison that you know this.
Would you mind sharing just a tips of it?
I know.
Why? I like if it is no. You know, you made mention of being a crusader, and for me, I think it's worth saying it because you could be a liberation to those inside the world. You could be somebody that they will go there and say, oh, if not because this guy, thank God for his 50 days inside, that he has changed everything. Maybe the food, the way, the social life there, the social whatever thing life there. I mean, if not because of Chi Kim, who would have changed this whole narrative? I mean, what do you think? How would you change the narrative? Letting the world know.
That's why when I was inside prison, I saw a lot of minor offenders. Maybe people who who are picking scrap in the street, or plucked your pawpaw or guava. You just go and lock him, use my jail him in prison. Minor offender. Before you knew it, they are mixed up with hardened criminals. Before you knew, they'll start educating you what to do. If you're in prison, they'll start telling you prison life. And if once you start listening to them, before you knew it, you'll be thinking like them. So even if I'm to get opportunity to see the governor of Enugu State or the maybe prison authorities, they should separate some of these offenders from the. They have hardened criminals, hardened prisoners. That once you bring a minor offender inside them, the orientation they will give the person, any day he comes out of that prison, he will go into crime immediately. When I was inside prison, I was discussing with somebody one day. I saw somebody who they granted bail. There are 8. Before you leave, they'll ask you who was your offense, where is your file, 1 or 2 things. The guy showed them his file. What brought you to prison? Criminal offense. I stole. The man advised him, if you go out, go and find something doing. Make sure you don't come to here again. The guy said, "Oga, if I go out and don't find it, I'll go and steal again and come back inside prison." I'll see people left, granted bail in my front within a few. They're still back in the prison again.
For another offense.
I've seen somebody within that 50 days, they granted him to leave. He said he don't want to leave. He still wants to stay in prison.
Are you saying that the prison authorities, the warders, or the government are not doing enough when it comes to reorientation of the inmates?
They are doing their best, but you cannot change them. You cannot stay with them. You just cater for their welfare, their food and everything. But once you leave as a warder, they'll start doing another thing they feel they want to do. They don't hide anything inside prison. Even if you are killed 20, they'll tell you you're a killer. See the number of people you killed. See the thing that brought you inside prison. It's just like if you're outside, you may say a cultist and say you're a cultist. and the person will come after you. But inside prison, if you're a murderer, they will call a murderer. If you kill 100 people, they'll tell you that your crime is not, it's even small. So don't hide their things inside prison.
Wow. Okay. Now moving forward, it's good we are interacting, and then you get to know some things. A lot of things. What's the impact of this 50 days inside the world? What is the impact of these 50 days in your life?
Well, one of the things I learned in this my 50 days incarceration was it made me to know people better.
People inside or outside?
People outside. To know that it's not the way we take people, they take us. It's not the way we value people, they value us. So I had a lot of things that I will really work on, making sure that, in fact, I work on myself and my relationship with people. Because of, for example, people came for me, people love me, they really came for me and made sure that I didn't stay longer like this. But I still thank God I stayed longer to learn a lot of things. If not, I will not know that people are like this. So in this my 50 days incarceration, I will say, God, thank you for making me stay 50 days in prison. Even if I will go again, let it be the same type of prison I went. Not that I committed an offense, maybe criminal offense, robbery or kidnapping. If it's that one, nobody should come for me. But if it's this type of prison I went, if God permits it that it happen again, let me still go again. That's my prayers.